So one of my students is working on 4-note arpeggios, and one of the keys we did yesterday, or the key we actually got to, was F sharp major arpeggio. And this 4-note arpeggio is played completely on the black notes. And what we do first is we block out the inversions, because that's what we're doing. We're doing inversions of the F sharp major arpeggio. So the first thing we can do actually is, one hand at a time, we can start with the root position, which has 1, 2, 3, 5. And then we go to the first inversion, which is 1, 2, 4, 5. And we go to the second inversion, which is also 1, 2, 4, 5. And then we're back to the root position, 1, 2, 3, 5. And everything continues with that same fingering very uniformly. With a very, supple wrist, even when we do it slowly like this. So we want to come in with a supple wrist, a spongy wrist, which comes off the whole arm. Because the arm is really the funnel of energy to the wrist, to the hands, to the fingers. In the left hand, we're going to identify the fingering. 5, 3, 2, 1. We're going to be 2 octaves apart because we don't want to have collided thumbs. So have 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1, etc. And between the hands, we're looking for symmetries. That is where the fingers between the octave fingers, the 5 ones, are the same. So the first of the root position would be 3, 2, 3, 2. You can see the same fingers in the middle. And then the next one also is symmetrical in that we have 4, 2, 4, 2 in the middle. Now this one is different. This one has 3, 2, 4, 2. That's unusual, so you have to take note of that. And then back to root position. 3, 2, 3, 2. It's a good thing to do. 4, 2, 4, 2. And then here's the 3, 2, 4, 2. And then 3, 2, 3, 2. And you can keep going all the way up to the very top to really make a journey across the whole keyboard. Always, coming into the chord with relaxation and not stiffening up down here. The next thing we do is this rolling motion. We could identify each hand separately, how we're going to connect each inversion so that we don't get a hiccup or a gasp between each of the 4 notes. So we have rolling motion. Now this 5 is the conduit or the connector to the 1. And then you think a little bit of a rolling forward motion. And 5 is the conduit or the connector to the 1 of the next inversion. Here's the root position. So this is important to this, to feel very, very fluid about this. I'll just go up to here, even though I'm going to go higher later. Now here's the kicker. We're coming around. This is what I call the counterclockwise motion. Because really what you're going to see when you go quicker is this. There's the counterclockwise. Your hand's going like this. Counterclockwise. Your arm. I don't want to talk about hand. It's your arm that's going counterclockwise at the top. Leedle, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. But still 1, 5 is important. 1, 5, 1, 5. And I would urge students not to try to grab or play too loudly when they're first exploring this, because they tend to equate playing loud with stiffening up their arms and getting tense. Seems like when you ask someone to play forte, that they right away think of grabbing and fighting the piano and thinking that playing loud is a struggle, as opposed to just transferring arm weight but still fluidly flowing across. If I had the two hands, you can see, because I want to cut to the chase, that you still have 1-5 and 5-1 as your connectors around each inversion. You have this rolling motion. I'll just go here. I have not tried to play loudly. Later, if I ask a student to play a bigger sound, I'll just say, think like you're doing a push-up, that you're leveraging weight across your whole arm, across the whole cascade of notes, and not one note's loud and one note's louder, but it's going across your arms with dead weight gravity. Do it lighter, less arm weight. The other thing I have students doing, some of them get lost with where they're going with their outer framed fingers, So I have them do this. Next. Next. Like that. Next. Things like that. So they actually feel the outer frames of what's going down by inversion, and then what the finger matches or dismatches or unmatches are. It's only in the second inversion. They're really not doing anything much different, but the little circles of motion or the little roll-ins are rolling in a little quicker, but they're still staying very calm and collected and mindful, and not allowing themselves to go over the edge just because they're getting faster. If you go really into the fast zone, you're still just thinking kind of fast toward your inversions. It's another thing to block quickly. Get the fingering right under your fingers without hesitating.